I get to share some good news for once. AIPAC are losing losers who lose. And this recent vote was proof of that. AIPAC has poured obscene amounts of money into buying unquestioning support for Israel's weapons in Congress. And they are slowly realizing over the past year or so that that investment might go up in flames. Because despite all of their threats, all of their ads, all of their smear campaigns, the shittiest legislative body in the world, the United States Senate, just showed AIPAC that they actually can't fully control the story anymore. Bernie Sanders brought 2 resolutions to the floor to block U.S. arms sales to Israel. Those resolutions, they didn't pass. But here's what did happen. 40 Senate Democrats voted to block at least one of those sales. More than 80% of the Democratic caucus. Only 7 Senate Democrats crossed the aisle to side with the Republicans and AIPAC's agenda. But the story here is not that a handful of Democrats are still fully bought out by AIPAC. The story here is that a record number of Democrats defied decades of AIPAC pressure and voted to block new arms for Israel. A few years ago, Sanders was lucky to get 10 or 11 votes on anything touching military spending to Israel. Now he's getting 40? That is AIPAC losing in real time. This is what losing looks like for a lobbying group. They are spending tens of millions of dollars to primary anyone who even whispers the words conditional aid. And still, the Senate floor is starting to reflect the actual will of the U.S. public. And no, you do not have to give the other Democrats cookies for this. You don't owe them praise for doing the bare minimum. Their job is to represent you, not AIPAC's donor list. The fact that so many of them suddenly found a spine didn't happen because they woke up more moral one morning. It happened because people in the streets, in unions, on campuses, and in their own base have made it politically dangerous to ignore Gaza and Lebanon. So the takeaway here isn't Democrats are good now. The takeaway is pressure works. AIPAC are losing losers who lose when we make it costly for politicians to keep obeying them. If this is what the Senate looks like right now, imagine what it's going to look like in 2 years, in 5 years, in 10 years, if we keep escalating. In our lifetimes, we are going to see AIPAC's project to gut and capture American democracy completely fail. Mark my words. But only if we stay organized, loud, and unignorable.